Banter Bros Live, and we are recording here from Riverside FM. Thank you, Riverside. We're going to join your
Thanks,
affiliate
Riverside.
program soon, and
Appreciate you.
we can't
Appreciate
wait
you.
to push out more of your product. It's a lovely product you got going. Alrighty, so we are live for a quick update, folks, on the UFC 250. So just so you know, chat, we got the website domain coming in shortly, and we got the link tree already set up. It's going to be in all the descriptions of every show we got. Instagram, YouTube, Patreon, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts. Follow the link in the description, folks. It really helps us out. We want to get more content out to you. The only thing I know of, folks, about today's content from USC 250 is the extravagant affair they put on at the White House, of all places,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
the
Okay.
pre and post, I'm not sure if you're aware of, just some guy, of the Nordic looking elves that Trump was posted seeing before and after this. Did you happen to see that clip?
No,
I will
I have
post that.
no idea what you're talking about. God, that's not what I want to look up. You know what I should look up? Freaking Michelle Obama as a man.
That's old news, though, and we're gonna get to
That ha-
that when you start talking about UFC. Because again, I saw clips of it, so I do
I'm tr-
know the general gist of what happened there and how Sean Schaberstarslar, or whatever his name is, got kicked out because of what he said. But he wasn't the first one to say that. He just Joan Rivers actually said it first, and God rest her soul, R.I.P. They knocked her out. You can look up that if you want, because it relates to all this. But anyway, Trump, two pale white individuals, we'll call him Valiant Thor. Everyone at the Savage Frequency understands who Valiant Thor is, and if you don't, head over to that channel. We'll talk about it. But basically, yes, there's these two ethereal-looking entities standing with Trump at the White House before the fight and after the fight, and it was just released in actual media. It was an actual Fox News release. They released it nationally around the world that it's real, that they have acknowledged the existence of four kind of extraterrestrials, UAPs, whatever you want to call them. One of them being the Nordics, which happen to look like these people. If you're looking it up right now, and share the screen for chat, please. I'm fixing the thing, so yes.
share screen. Let me know what's on your end.
Yes, we can see your screen. Yes.
All right. I don't know nothing about no Nordics, but UFC Freedom 250. Just so you're aware, because I know you're not really into UFC. The reason it's called that is because UFC goes by numbers, and they're already at like 300 something. Hell, maybe 400. So they can't call it UFC 250 because that already exists. So that's why it's UFC 250. Cool. Celebrate 250 years that United States has been independent. July 4th coming up, 1775. Oh, just kidding. 1776. Thinking of something else. Okay. On my screen here, I have what I was just talking about. Let's get to the card. The card's right here. Spoiler alert. This is on Wikipedia, by the way. Open free source. And Wikipedia has all the fights, starting with Diego Lopez. I used to think was Mexican, but I guess he just loves Mexicans. He's actually Brazilian. So these are the first fights, as you see here. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there was 7 fights on this card. The main event was the final one, or I guess it'd be the last two really. So the main event we were all coming here for was there was a heavyweight fight between Alex Pereira and then Cyril Gane. This French dude is a freaking badass. And then the finale, which I didn't think it was going to be as entertaining as it was Toporia. I can't say that one. He's half Georgian and Spanish. He had the Spanish flag repping as well. And he fought Mr. Justin Gaethje, homegrown American. Freaking, it looked like a Ford commercial when you watched him come up. But this thing was amazing. Although I should say this while we're talking about it, a lot of people were dropping the memes of what's that one movie? Idiocracy. Have you seen that?
Yes.
So yeah,
That's
actually, let me go ahead and
exactly
type
what it
that in.
felt like when I watched them set
Idiocracy.
all this up, and then even the
And
opening ceremony.
and I get that. I get why you would think that, but at the same time, what the hell are you gonna do? I don't care anymore. I just want to be entertained. So yeah, we got what we paid for. And we did pay for it. We being American tax dollars and to toss this thing up $750 million. Oh, here we go. There's the president in Idiocracy, Terry Crews rocking the spandex giant medallion. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. They distracted us. Well, I was distracted. I'll also say the other reason I watched it, I got to watch it for free through a network, but I was watching it also, not that I'm trying to put the bad juju out there, but we can't be naive. So it's the president and it's all a bunch of higher staff members in front of the White House, in the front lawn, out in the open. So I was thinking something's probably going to happen because, like, this seems like a huge security breach or very susceptible to something happening. And luckily, nothing did happen. However, I found out this morning that there was five people that could have done something, and they caught them. FBI came in, I believe their mother turned them in, so they nabbed them on that. They had a bunch of guns, they had drones with bombs on them. It was everything you thought could happen, but they intercepted, they stopped them, which is typical, which also makes you think partly why they do this is a trap or entrapment. So they're trying to get these bad parties out. So they'll entice them by something like this. And then the FBI and whatnot, they pretend to be part of your cause and part of one of the terrorists. So that's how they infiltrate it. But all right, all that stuff surrounding it. The fight, we'll get more to that. I just want to talk about the fight. Let's talk about the fight. It was freaking amazing. Every one of these fighters got to have a walkout with a Medal of Honor recipient. Every UFC fighter had a representative from one country versus America, basically. Obviously, they did it because, 250 years of America. So, but luckily, it didn't seem like a rigged or fixed fight like all the Americans were supposed to win. It seemed like everybody was getting their ass whooped. So, all right, let's see here. Who won this one? Looks like, yeah, Diego Lopez. I'm pretty sure he won. He beat Steve Garcia in the second round at the 242 mark. He did it by a KO. He knocked his ass out. Yeah, Diego Lopez is awesome. Next is Bo Nickel versus Kyle Dukakis. I didn't get to watch that one, but looks like it went by TKO first round. Third fight was two lightweights, Cyril Ruffy and Michael Chandler. Yeah, unfortunately, I know how this ended. I love Michael Chandler so much, but he's got to go. He's got to retire. I think this is his fourth or fifth fight in a row he's lost. God, I hate that. It sucks because the how it goes is probably back in 2020, Conor McGregor had him just waiting to fight him, and he never showed up. I don't think McGregor ever fought anybody. So Michael Chandler wasted like 3 years of his life, which was money he didn't get. And then when he did decide to fight, he ended up losing, gave him another chance, fought again, ended up losing. One of those fights, he put on a show and everybody loved it, but that can only get you so far. So I don't know, Michael Chandler. I love this guy, but it might be that time. Switch to coaching, switch to announcing, switch to pivot, do something else. Cause like I hate seeing him lose like so much back to back. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The fight after that was definitely one for the history books. So this guy, Joshua Seth Hockett, hard to say. He amazed me. And I want to say the president saw him fight uh, a while back at one of the UFC events. And when he saw him as a heavyweight be so fast and strong, just fast, he asked, hey, put him on the card. And he did. And he fought freaking none other than Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis is a freaking monster. Like, you don't want to get in front of this dude. Like, one hit and you're going down. But as fate would have it, freaking Josh Hockett took it. He beat the hell out of Derek Lewis. And we all know Derek Lewis doesn't have no cardio to save his ass. But still, like how he was taking hits from Derek Lewis and still standing, chin up, out and all. It was crazy to see. After that, we had a bantamweight fight with old Sean O'Malley versus
Sahabi.
Zahabi. I'm lacking on this one, but I believe Sean O'Malley took that one. TKO second round. All right. Last two ones, the good ones. So Cyril Gane versus Alex Pereira. He's a Brazilian. The French guy versus Brazilian. So what's notable about this is Cyril Gane was hitting Alex legally in the back of the head multiple times. Fucking fist down, fucking elbows down, back of the head. This ref, known as Herb Dean, needs to fucking retire. He's gonna kill a fighter. He'll do one of two things. There's no in between. He either calls the fight way too fucking early, or he calls it way too late. Like, this guy has brain damage. And if you look at Alex Pereira, he also was petitioning and saying, hey, what's up with this? What's it going to take? And he calls out Dana White, the president, say, hey, you need to make an example of this dude because, like, what could have happened to me here? Herb Dean. Yeah, that's right. That's his name. I bet you he was pissed. Yeah. But I don't know. Also, there was one fight where Herb Dean hooked him up because he listened to him, which he shouldn't have as a fucking ref. Like, you're the guy in control. But yeah, that's something interesting. I hope they do fire or move Herb Dean. Maybe not fire, but he's got to go. Like, it's no more of that. But all that to say, Alex lost. Alex lost the fight. Nobody was expecting that. Well, it's not that nobody was expecting that. We wanted Alex to win. Cyril Gane, of course, he's a beast. He could have done it. He could, without the illegal blows, he could have done it the right way, but he didn't. He strategically, he knew what he was doing. He knew Herb wasn't going to call it, so he was beating the fuck out of him. His eyes looked like they were sunken in. So like all that has like CT written all over it. All right, final fight. Justin Gaethje, Mr. American versus Toporia. All right, watch this. Freaking A, man. Here we go. Everyone was expecting Justin Gaethje, even me, to lose because he's 38 years old, or he's almost 38. So hey, it's time to pass the torch, old man. Time to retire. In 5 years, like that's really old. Like, you're just slower, you're weak, everything. This other guy, Toporia, is 28, so he's like a decade younger than him. But what happened was, I don't even know what happened. He fucking, it looked like he was just standing there, and he got the shit beat out of him by Justin Gaethje. My God. Here, I'm gonna pull up
I
a
was gonna
picture
say,
of
yeah,
him.
find
Just
a yeah.
here, it's coming up. My
So did you
God.
catch
Yeah,
most of this fight?
yeah, I caught almost all of them, and yeah, especially this one. Yeah, this one, this is the last two fights. I watched like the whole thing nonstop. I know what to put. I'll just put in face. His face will never look the same. He probably can't unlock his iPhone now because like he's so bloody. It was the craziest thing. That was the other thing. So for this fight, the doctor came in, he shook him off. He's like, "Nope, you can't do it. Like, you can't see shit." And he was like, "No, I can see, I can see." He's like, "Oh yeah, here, show me." And he's putting his fingers in front of him, trying to get him to see, and he's no reaction, no reaction to anything he's doing. So the doctor's he's like saying no, but everyone saying no, it's gotta happen, which makes me think it's a rigged fight and they gotta take it to fucking, what do you call it, bloody, they have to take it to the last round because it's gonna skew the freaking
You get more viewers.
Vegas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm sure that the house always wins, so I'm sure they know, hey, the house has got us going to here, you got to take us to here. And don't get me wrong, he wanted to fight, but still, a good, what do you call it, a good coach, a good person on your side would have thrown in the towel. It reminds me of $1 Million Baby.
Yeah.
um so in that movie, freaking, what's his name, Morgan Freeman, he's blind in one eye because the guy never threw in the towel and blood got into his eye. So it's stuff like that. Like, you got to call the fights, even if you could physically go. It's about the long term effects that you don't want to have happen, and that's what you should be worried about. Damn, where's this motherfucker? All right, I know what to pull up. UFC Freedom 250. I had it pulled up earlier. Let me do what I did before. There he is. Now this is, yeah, it's not even that bad. This is like round 3. Round 4, he gets the other side. And both eyes are just swollen, bloody. It made no sense to keep going. And his strategy made no sense. I don't know what he was trying to do. He couldn't hit this man. He couldn't, when he was hitting Justin, he had no power, no speed. There was no point. Like, switch your game up. I'm pretty sure he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, so he should have went for a ground game, but I don't know. I don't know. He was too out of it. I can't tell you. Here we go, man. Can you see that one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Outdated
like,
social media put up haunts after padding. Is it normal that their face gets like that, or is it just because
it happens here and there.
is it
It
because the
happens here and
gloves they
there.
wear are different from boxing?
I mean, I'd argue, well, yeah, the gloves are different. So yeah, that has a play. There's a lot of things at play. So the time between rounds is different. What's happening to help fix that up. So yeah, there's different ways it's being conducted that equates to. But honestly, I just think you're more susceptible than you are at boxing. Because it's not just, you're getting kicks, fucking feet coming to the face. You're getting elbows to the face. So it's not just those punches. It's all types of stuff. Just even just one punch to the face with a kick, different types of irritation all at once in that area. That's what's doing it. Yeah. Oh man, that's bad. But yeah, no, it happens quite often. Normally the ref calls the fight. Normally this doesn't go this far.
Yeah.
I hope he's all right. Matter of fact, I should probably look into it, see what ended up happening to him. So, but it was a pretty cool win for the old guy, for Justin Gaethje. Like you could genuinely see he wasn't expecting to win, and how proud of himself. He was like speechless, but he did it. He fucking did it. But I don't know. He kind of looked bigger than him too.
Yeah.
He was Justin Gaethje's 5'11". This other guy, he's only 5'7". They were fighting at the quote unquote same weight class of 165. But if you cut weight as a fighter, it could be anywhere from 10 to 20 pound difference. So he's got reach. I don't know, but he's not the fighter he once was. God damn, he fucking rocked his world. There he is. Happy as all can be. He even said at the end, he's like, science should study my face because it's fucking. He's like, look at his face, look at my face. Like, can
Yeah.
you believe this? God damn. That was crazy. Well, yeah. I wish I could pull the videos up, but I'm not trying to get copyrighted again. I gotta wait for UFC to do something once again.
Well, I was gonna say you can do a couple clips. It's just you can't do the whole thing. Like a clip is a clip. Like, see, that's 140. You can do a clip. I wonder if I can add an overlay though.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. All these are fake.
What do you mean fake?
A lot of these are fake. So like all this stuff, that's just a thumbnail. Like 4 hours, 30 minutes. Like this is all fake. You saw how far it is? That's not real.
Mm.
Like I can spot these from a mile away. These are fake as fuck. I'm trying to see if we can see anything close. Here's something maybe.
Yeah, just don't do the volume.
Holy shit, it's loud. Yeah, come on. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. My God, it's bad edits. Do you see this edits?
Well, so that guy right
Wow.
there, the one who's throwing the punch, is he the one that won?
Yeah, Justin Gaethje, the white guy, American.
This wasn't the. I saw a clip of someone's face sunken in. Maybe that was a different fight, but like literally the nose, as soon as he got hit, it was like pressed into the face. Like, man, I couldn't believe like that could happen.
It could be him. It looked bad. Yeah, these are just bad, bad highlights. Jesus. All right, let's see what it gives us. Maybe it gives us something, but maybe not.
No. Well, it's
It's
probably
something.
this is why they're uploading it like this. They can't upload the video because this was a big fight. Yeah, I didn't realize it was going to be like the 250 thing until over at Walmart they released these paper plates with the American flag on it, but the flag was
Mm-hmm.
upside down. And so in the conspiracy ethos, there's a lot of people saying like, go figure for the 250 that they're going to release this as almost to say we're almost at an end with the country, because a lot of conspiracy theorists talk is that we're coming to a close on this world and then the new world is coming in pretty soon, which is why you have a rise in all these, just like this, like the fight was at the White House. This was all outside at the White House, all this
On the lawn, on the
on
front
the
lawn of the
front
White
lawn,
House.
just like
Yes.
Idiocracy, just like in the movies, just like they tell in 1984 in the books that were published. Like, everyone should go follow your local conspiracy theorists now, because they were preaching this for years, but now there's more people talking about it, more people open to the idea of maybe they are throwing this in our faces for a reason. And just like you said earlier in the beginning, everything you said in the beginning, I was actually shocked you said it, because that's what the consensus is this was the distraction to distract us from those drone strikes. Like, I get active local not local, but I get active alerts when all these things are going down and popping off over there, and that drone strike was one of them. And I was like, so go figure, they make this huge spectacle just for this.
Okay, let's look at let's read some Wikipedia.
There you go, read some Wikipedia.
So like kind of like you're saying, the issues were like, why are we wasting time, infrastructure, money? If you go to here, it'll tell you exactly how much was spent. It looks like a lot. 50,000 plus spectators were brought on, which again is like a crazy thing to do in terms of security. Let's see, budget and production. Budget was, see, 21 million. I'm pretty sure it shot up. It cost rose to 60 million. Yeah, the last one I heard was around 70. Maybe that's just an exaggeration of this 60 million, but that's pretty crazy. Pretty curious. I mean, it's probably, it says it was reported that no taxpayer funding is being sought. Okay, so it could be all promotional from other things. That's possible.
Here, real quick, let me read for chat, because you're doing a good job
Yeah,
with telling the story, but let me read this for chat real quick. So,
yeah, sure.
budget and production. The promotion is expected to cover the full cost of the event, including roughly $700,000 to restore the South Lawn after use, and no public tickets will be made available. In January of 2026, it was reported that no taxpayer funding is being sought, and the overall expense of the event is projected to exceed 21 million budget required to stage UFC 306's Sphere show in September of 2024. In
in
February
Las
of
Vegas.
2026, it is estimated, as soon as just some guy
One
moves the
second.
mouse, it is
Sorry.
estimated that the cost rose to 60 million. TKO president Mark Shapiro stated that the event is not expected to turn a profit, with the goal being to recoup approximately half the total cost through sponsors and new partnerships. In a June
Uh,
2026 interview, White contended that cost would be worth it to propel MMA further into the mainstream, stating, quote, "This is a huge brand play," end quote. Although no
okay.
public tickets were made available, combat sports journalist Ariel Helwani reported in May of 2026 that UFC had circulated a, quote, partner investment, end quote, deck offering special access at a reported 1.5 million price point. The reported package included access to the partner welcome reception, reserved press conference seating, ceremonial weigh-ins, the Zach Brown Band concert, floor seats at UFC 329 and WWE event integration, and ringside signage. BBC Sport reported that UFC sources confirmed the existence of a special guest package, but it did not confirm the price. NBC News also reported that sponsorship packages, including ringside seats, have been selling for $1 million or more, while the tickets themselves were free. So it sounds like, note number one, a lot of laundering went into this event. Did you? I chat. I wasn't reading it a certain way on purpose. This is how it read. It read purposely like it didn't want you to understand what the fuck's going on. But all I'm seeing clear as day is there's a lot of there. Whoever's putting the money up from this is private, and yeah, there's a loss. They clearly said there's a loss of money. $700,000 to restore the South Lawn after use. You got to be freaking kidding me right now, because yeah,
Well, that's just saying that they know that it has to be or it's going to be damaged.
no, I know that's what
So
I'm saying, but I'm saying like there's a
that's
lot of money being thrown around for this event without saying who actually came from, but just they had to make a point of saying it wasn't taxpayer money. So I'm like, so then you are putting up the bill for this lavish event. So that's even further proof that these elites want this show put on because, quote unquote, they think this is a huge brand play, which will get UFC more into the mainstream, as if it wasn't in the mainstream already. Like this has been a thing since forever. And I swear to God, if someone comes at me with the analytics that actually no, there will be more people watching because of this event, well, then we're deeper into the idiocracy than we already are. We're already 2 years in. We got 2 years to go, God willing, if there's no alien attack or abduction or rapture or whatever. And all stems from this kind of BS right here. Like, this is why I didn't watch this crap. The minute I saw them setting up this on the lawn, I said, imagine if America decided to step up the day before. Imagine we decided, and we would have to get through all of that, and this is just crazy. And meanwhile, like I said, bringing it back to the beginning, I hope you do look it up because it's there. It's a legit photo of Trump with these Nordic looking guys in red outfits. They're just laughing in our faces. They're telling us what they're doing doesn't matter.
hmm.
And they're telling us what they're doing doesn't matter either, that they're going to keep making plays on their own. They're going to keep laughing about it, having a good old jolly time with it because they think there's nothing we can do. And in reality, there is a lot we can do, folks. It's just, it takes a lot of courage and it takes a lot of people willing to stand up. Again, my favorite quote that I learned recently, the Savage Frequency told me, it reached out to me and said, "Don't let the bastards break you down. Fight for your life." All right. I hope that reaches more people.
Who told you that quote?
It wasn't told to me, it was told through me, through the frequency of hearing it, through the ethos. And it's
Oh,
from The Handmaiden's Tale. I never watched it. I didn't think it was something worth a watch, but go figure. I have a friend who watched it, and it showed up on my FYP during the season finale.
see,
No, it was a man. And spoiler alert, that was the quote from,
man
well, I guess it
watches
was the
that
quote from the
show.
beginning. I just never watched it, but she quoted it again. And that quote resonated with me. Don't let the bastards grind you down. Fight for your life. And that's exactly what she was doing. And that's exactly what needs to happen. Fight for your life in any way you can, chat. Any way you can, whether that's resisting the man, clocking in an extra 5 minutes late, clocking back in an extra 5 minutes late. So,
What?
whatever you need to do to fight to give you back life, you do it. Right now, this is what we're doing. I'm 14 hours in after work, and I'm doing this because I believe this will reach someone out there. I believe this will be educational in some way. I believe talking about it will bring in everyone into the frequency that is savage, that is chaos. So that was a good breakdown. It did sound you were saying something about Joshua versus his opponent. Was his opponent the one? Did you see that fight? I saw the end of that fight of
Well, hang on. Let's finish this out. We're almost there.
okay
If we keep going down, I like Wikipedia. Their new what do you
format.
call it?
Yeah.
Their new format they got going on. So legal challenges. All right, so let's get to here. Results. So here are the names of the fighters in the order in which started right here at the bottom with Diego and with Lopez and Garcia, and it ended with Gaethje and Toporia. These are the last two. So what was your question about the Justin maybe or Josh?
So his opponent, Joshua Seth's opponent, Derek Lewis. Is Derek Lewis the one that danced for Trump at one of the fights?
I think so. He could be.
I
He's
love
the one.
because that
He's
beard,
famous.
that connected beard, I recognize it.
He could be. I don't remember. No, you're thinking of John Jones.
John Jones, there it
You're
is.
thinking
That's
of,
the guy. Yeah.
that was John Jones. Also had a beard. John Jones. Actually, he might have been a heavyweight during that, but he looks way different. John Jones is skinny fat. Derek Lewis, he's fat. He could beat the shit out of all of us, but he is fat. Like fucking, like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, if you would say he's a fat guy,
Yeah.
if you saw him, if you saw John Jones, you wouldn't say he's fat. At best, you'd say he's skinny fat, because he's got a little pot belly, but he's lanky, skinny, tall. So,
Well, yeah, he's lanky
but
is
yeah,
the best word for it. He's got the muscle, but he's clearly got a healthy amount of fat on him also.
Derek Lewis, he took his drawers off at the end of his UFC fight, and they asked him, Joe Rogan, and said, "Why'd you do that?" He said, "Because my balls are hot."
He's got to shake
So
him
he was
loose.
famous for that. I don't know. He just said my balls are hot, so he took his shit off.
No, that's pretty. Yeah, I love the dance. I thought it was pretty cool, funny. I love that Trump was like cool with it. Not that I love Trump, chat. I was just saying it was a good moment. We don't always have to be angry all the time, chat. That's how you fight for your life. Don't be angry all the time. Learn to roll this stuff off your shoulders. Because there's a lot of hate and anger right now in the world, and I think this is why they put on this display because all of that anger, all of that hatred is displaced in the wrong places, in the wrong cases, in the wrong events. There's a lot of attention that doesn't need to be here, but it
That was
is.
the dance, yeah.
That was the dance, yeah. I got hoes, money, clothes, dolls, drawers. You shouldn't know.
That wasn't
You name
the
it.
song.
No, but that's the song I like.
Speaking of dances, Diego Lopez, he put on
The
La
Silva.
Chona. Do you know La Chona?
Yeah. Everyone knows that thanks to Fortnite now. Yeah.
Because is that what it is?
Well, yes, it's on Fortnite, but he probably was doing it in his matches and then it got more clout. Again, full circle. This is how everything, we're all in this arena. We're all in the stadium together. Even if we think we're not, we're literally all in this stadium together being entertained. Some people are trying to get popcorn and they're being entertained. It's all entertainment, man.
Well, I mean, yeah, just sit back and enjoy the ride. But because of him, the White House had La Chona playing from the Oval Office all the way up to the front lawn. I just thought that was pretty funny. I posted it on my Facebook.
That is pretty
America.
funny. That's actually kind of inclusive.
America, baby.
Again, I wouldn't have a beef with this going on if this happened years ago. Why now? This is the issue. There's so many things happening right now. Because if you want, we can. Well, maybe when you're done, look up all the other things that happened this night. Because I'm almost certain.
No, I got it. It's coming up.
Okay, make it sure.
So leave a comment. Leave a comment. Let us know what you want to talk about.
Who is your favorite fighter of the night, chat? Leave a comment down in below. Who's your favorite fighter of the night? Also,
did you watch the fight? Do you not give a shit about the fight? Also brings up a good point.
Savage Man, Steve.
Savage
My name is Steve.
Savage Man brings up a good point. Is anyone who hates the idea of this? Let me know. Let's get some jib jab going.
That's the whole point of the
Let's get some
Banter
jib
Bros.
jab going.
That's the whole point. If you have an argument to make, please make it. I will argue all day. We can do this all day. If you agree with us and want to talk about how you agree with us, absolutely same thing. That is the point of we're having here, folks, is to bring it out to you so you can bring it back to us. Let's get some banter going, you know?
I volunteer to be the devil's advocate. So whatever stance you take, I will take the opposite. No matter what, I'll take the opposite. But all right, back to this bonus awards. So quick shout out to Fight of the Night, Justin Gaethje versus Toporia. God, I gotta get better at this.
Yeah, chat. He's
Performance of the
really,
night.
yeah, it's his favorite event, but he can't get these names to save his life.
I like these guys. I just can't say their names. I can't help that fighters have weird fucking names. Performance of the night went again to the winners, Justin Gaethje and Cyril Gane, but I do think he cheated with those illegal blows. But anyways, that's who took it. All right, let's keep going down the line. Aftermath. I think this covers it. Let's see. This event marked the only UFC fight event to end with all fights ending by knockout. So that's pretty cool. But then again, maybe that means it's fucking rigged. Joe Rogan? You know Joe Rogan, right? Are you
Everybody
aware that
knows
he's
the
a
man,
UFC?
Joe Rogan. Yes.
Are you aware he's a UFC commenter?
I also believe, wasn't he a fighter at one point?
No, he was never. He did taekwondo.
Oh,
He
taekwondo.
does jujitsu, but he was never like an arena fighter. Oh, that's funny. Here it goes. In a post interview with Joe Rogan, fighter Josh Hawk had repeated previously stated false claims that former First Lady FLOTUS Michelle Obama is actually a man. His comments drew laughter from Rogan and outrage throughout social media. Dana White told Time he is completely against saying nasty and false things about people's family. However, no sanction was announced. In other words, he received no penalty for that. Just kind of, you could say it enables it. I don't know. Let us know, chat. All right, here's what you really want. Attempted terrorist attack. Or this is what I want. After the event, the FBI claimed they disrupted an attempted terrorist attack with the target being attendees of the event. According to investigators, the plan involved using explosive-laden drones to strike buildings near the event, triggering an evacuation. Attendees would then allegedly be directed toward an area where snipers were positioned. Holy shit. Followed by a planned attack on the White House gates. That's pretty complex and strategic thought out. The FBI reportedly discovered the threat on June 10th, with suspects allegedly conducting final preparations in Fredericksburg, Virginia. That's about an hour, 2 hours south of Washington, D.C., if you don't know. Numerous suspects were later taken into custody. What you got to say about that, Savage Man?
Well, I want to go back to the Michelle Obama is a man thing, but we can go back to that later. So that was a very well thought out, concise plan that they just so happened to thwart. And I actually
Okay.
saw a
Let's finish your
recent
thought.
news report about the man, unless it's a whole different biological weapon he planned on using, the man they got, who they arrested for questioning, was just released and said it wasn't him. And yeah, that's actually crazy that they can. Well, you just listed out that took at least 20 people to come up with that, but it made it sound like only one guy was executing all this, and yet nothing happened. So my savage chaos conspiracy theory thought process was this is a backup plan, and they said, you know what, fuck it, people were so in love with the UFC, got a great reception, let's not execute this plan, and let's go ahead and say this is what was going to happen, and let's just blame whoever scapegoat, right? Or my second thought is this was never going to happen, they were just always going to put it out there, they were always going to say this was intended to happen. Because there was a movie, again, to the Savage Frequency. I didn't watch it, but I did hear news of this true tale about some bombing that was going to happen, and they blamed the security guard that he was going to do it, but it turned out he was trying to save people from it. And the whole movie was just a conspiracy theory that he probably was in on it, but it ended up being he wasn't. He was just a very patriotic man who went out of his way to help the people of this event. So go figure, when you're reading that, that's the first thing that came to my mind. I was just like, yeah, this is too well thought out. This is too well intricate to have happened the way it did, because as we know, this isn't me spitballing, this isn't me throwing out random facts. As we know, it's been stated, when the sniper who shot off Trump's ear, he walked up there, he just walked up there. People saw him walk up and leave. There was no plan. There was no intricate, elaborate drone strike with people, second wave after wave, what we just read. So you would think that, oh, maybe this is them saying they got better at protection. No, I think this is them saying, we are just telling you this so you're scared. We had a good night, but still be scared if something like this could happen. Because as a lot of conspiracy theorists know, they tell you what's going to happen by telling you what's going to happen. Whether it's going to happen
Who,
today,
who's
tomorrow.
they? You said they. Who's they?
They, when we speak of they, there is no just one group. It's all the elite, all those in charge who are trying to use fear against us, all those who have used that tactic to keep us from seeing the bigger picture by either keeping us entertained or keeping us scared for our life at these entertainments. The Las Vegas shooting, the music festival, and usually when there are people. So again, part of me does believe this was going to happen, that they might have stopped said attack. But at the same time, a part of me thinking, nope, there was too much security, too much money. The planning of all this was so well done of setting up this event. There's no way they're already losing money. So there's no way they're going to lose more money with this plan going down. This is what I'm talking about. I have a point I'm trying to make, and I'm being distracted so easily by anger, by stupidity, by the mere thought of just do what I'm telling you to do and it's fixed. This is how they win, chat. This is how they win. When I say they, I
Who's
mean
they?
they who
Who's
are on the opposite side of peace, on the opposite side of us just living our lives. They, those who would not have us just be free and live. Those who would have us, what? Do what now? Could you just make healthcare universal and free? Could you just make us not have to work 45, 80 hours a week, 2 weeks, three? Just make us not work the rest of our lives. Can you just let us be? Just let us live and pay for ourselves. Just let us do for ourselves. No, the opposite side is they, those who want to take from us, those who want to take our time, take our blood, take our money. They just take, take, take. That's why they are in the trillions and we have pennies. We are just giving it to them with all this nonsense. And it sucks because we can't break free of it without a willow tree stick. Chat will know what that means. And so this is why I mean with they who would, the would-be rage baiters, the would-be, we're going to disrupt everything they're doing. Because again, Las Vegas, peaceful event, shot up. Music festival, peaceful event, shot up. It's stated right there in this Wikipedia, which I'm hoping is,
yeah?
what is the word I'm looking for, is sourced accurately, that this was going to happen. The government released
I could check the
this was
references.
going
Yeah.
to happen. That means whether or not this was intentionally going to happen, they just say it was going to happen. This was written down somewhere. Someone manifested that they were going to peacefully have this event and they were just going to disrupt it to make people scared.
Actually, if I could, yeah, let me interject real quick. To your point, you mentioned earlier when we were reading through this how it read a very specific way, almost too unbiased. It felt like it was leaving a lot of stuff out, and like it was trying to get you to imply something else,
Yes.
or to not imply or insinuate other things. So it makes me think that somebody ran to this page. Maybe they, I don't know, the government or somebody or some agency has that like thought process, and they do that ahead of time. I don't know.
No, well, it's the good thing about Wikipedia, but the bad thing, it's a public domain area. So yes, anyone can come here, write whatever they want, which is why I had to quickly say, I don't know if these references are true or not. We got to double check just to make sure. Not we, but you, chat. You always got to double check your sources. But again, the whole talk process about the budget was all I needed to know, that this was put up for us. This was entertainment, not just for the sake of it being entertaining. It was a distraction. Why even
Well,
release that there was an attempted terrorist plot going to happen? Why even release that?
do you want to read this next one, or do you want me to read it?
Uh, I'll read it. The reception.
Yep,
Yeah,
reception.
we'll go back and forth.
All right.
Reception. Non-representative polling conducted by British-based Reuters and French-based Ipsos found that only 16% of Americans found the event appropriate to hold on the White House lawn, with only a third of Republicans approving of the plan. The New York Times described it as a, quote, mass media spectacle unlike any in history of presidency, end quote, highlighting its use of the White House for, quote, violent cage fighting, end quote, and eruptions of, quote, casual cruelty, end quote, as, quote, astonishing, end quote. The Associated Press described the event as, quote, bread and circuses, end quote, and interviewed historians who compared it to the Gladiator games held in Imperial Rome. According to Dana White, the card brought in high numbers of viewers, reportedly 200,000 fans attending the two-day event on the ellipse, and the viewership numbers on Paramount Plus were monstrous, end quote. But anyway, let me break that down for you real quick, chat. They just acknowledge everything I just said. They are telling you what they are doing. This is for entertainment purposes, not to be entertained, but strictly to distract us from other things going on. There was a case that just went on. There's things still happening in Israel. There are these mergers that are happening. Again, I'm being vague on purpose. Just like they're being vague, I'm going to be vague because, yeah, I don't want to get canceled. I don't want my thing to get shut down. I don't want to put up a fight when I don't need to put up a fight. I'm just talking. I'm just asking questions. We're just bringing it out to you. But yes, this was Gladiator games held in Imperial Rome's bred in circuses. That's exactly what it was. We have more content out there. We just needed something current event wise. We would. Hello, everyone can see your screen. God, you see, chat?
Nobody can
You
see it.
Everyone can
No
see your screen. Chat. He never listens. He never listens. Son of a
Hello.
Chat, he just logged into the website. The website will be available made soon. TBA, to be announced.
Hello.
I guess he wanted to give you live chatters and the podcast watchers a view of the website with the wrong photo that I told him to update for this specific reason. We are the Banter Brothers, sponsored out of San Antonio, Texas. We will always go live on Twitch and YouTube, powered to you by Riverside FM. Thank you, Riverside FM. And our website will have everything you need with all of our links, all of our socials, but also if you'd like to request to be on the podcast one of these days, you can request it on there. You can also schedule a banter review. Basically, if you have something you'd like to talk about with us, individually, duos, or triples, come to the website. You have your monthly and your annual where we will give you access to that. And just like Just Some Guy was saying, we won't just agree with whatever you have to say. We will also give you the opposite reaction, because what is life without banter? What is life without having a conversation with someone where it doesn't always have to be in agreement? We are allowed to disagree, but live within the same sphere. That is what we're all about. As he goes through the website without letting me narrate what he's looking at, so I can plug all this. So we have the Banter Bros Studio, which is our Patreon. If you'd like to join there and subscribe there, we have our bonus content with our blooper reels and behind the scenes. And as I was plugging it, he scrolls away from it, chat. Then we also have the Instagram, where you'll find our reels, the clips of all the funny moments of all of our podcast moments. And sometimes we will also put some of the BTS and blooper reels on there. We have the link tree, which will have all our access to all of these sites. Please click on the link tree so we can get more recognitions and it can get brought to you today. We also have Spotify for all those who need to listen to us through their work day, who need to listen to us when they're out and about or doing household work. We have the video access on there, but we also have just the audio if you'd like to listen. We also have on Apple Podcasts and Amazon Podcasts for all those who like to listen different. We have the YouTube show where we post it all on YouTube, where we'll put all of our shorts. We'll come up with our interesting clips. You'll see all the thumbnails we create with the Riverside app. And it's all brought to you through, it's all connected, chat. It's all connected. And we have, of course, Twitch, where we'll go live and we'll bring you this product just as we are now. And if you'd like to join us, please contact us at banterbros@gmail.com, where we can get in touch with you. And that is also a placeholder, chat. Where you can get in touch with us, where we can link you into the Riverside. So Riverside does it all, folks. It'll host everything from here. Thank you again, Riverside FM. We're going to try to join your affiliate program soon. And you can join us for a banter. Again, we talk current events. We talk discount bin. We talk nostalgia of the old days, the old 2000s, how good they were and how bad they were. Watch the recent episode, learn how bad it was. And all this will be brought to you by the website very soon, chat. Very soon indeed. You'll get to have access to everything. Hell, if you even want to join our industry and you like to join the realm of Banter Bros, we'd love for you to contact us, reach out, because we could always use more help, but we're trying to bring it out to you from the ground up. And again, we're just a couple of brothers, we're just a couple of guys. We just want to bring out this fun content to you guys. And it's Banteros. Trial by Banter. That is the official name of our segment, where you can join us, chat, where we will have these argument discussions. As you could clearly see, it was supposed to be a simple UFC exposition, but it quickly led into the bantering, and Let us know. Who did you agree with? You could have not agreed with either of us and said we were both just crazy talking out of our butts, which is also true. But let us know. We want you to be a part of it. We want you to be a part of all of this experience. We have so much more to come. We can't wait to show you everything. We can't wait to experience all this with y'all. Shout out to Double Toasted. They're a huge inspiration for us. We followed them since Spill. We would have followed them right from the jump, but we had our lives, we had things we had to do, and now we're in it to win it. And you can't win it if you're not in it. Let me let y'all know what I saw today. We have a barn swallow that built a nest up at the front porch, which is a good omen, a sign of protection from the divine. I also saw 3 white birds flying overhead in the early morning, which is another sign that the Holy Trinity is watching. All of our endeavors will prosper because we follow, as everything we follow, there's the one Lord, the one God, and we speak his name. Amen. And please don't not follow us because of that. I hope we keep y'all's attention. I hope we get more he's plugging us in the visuals while I'm talking, chat. I hope we get more interactions. We're not in this for the money, but it would be nice to get recognized, chat. So
as he hangs over the donation. People, we want your
people.
money.
We need your money. $1, a quarter, a nickel, anything. Please help us. Money, come see the 4-foot man eating chicken. It's just the 4-foot man eating chicken. Look for the episode 4 next week. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for all of our viewers. Thank you for anyone who participated. Thank you, Just Some Guy, for breaking down the UFC fight. Thank you for listening to all the conspiracy theories we brought to you today. And can't wait to see you next time, chat. Los Banderos.